All right. And running. And I am back to continue Tokyo Dark. Hell yeah. So happy that's working. I do not. Like the what what ended up happening was it. Elgato kept telling me that I the channel they've been streaming to forever on it did not so yeah, I started to explain that. But so I said so let's get these links sent out and we get started pretty soon. I'm so happy to be unfortunately, if my Elgato wouldn't let me stream, then I can't stream it. So let's get this link out. Let's see here. Copy link. Okay. Get it shared on Minds and Discord. Alrighty. Alright, link on Minds. Now just got to get the links in Discord, then we are off. Why don't you? Okay. And I'm not entirely sure I want to go very long tonight. Maybe we'll go like maybe an hour, hour and a half. But we'll just alrighty. All the links are out. Let's get going. Let me get the chat pulled up. Okay. Now let us continue. Ooh, it's been so happy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, the volume on my TV was loud. Wow. Okay. Anyways, let us see here. Okay. My investigation up to that point had led me to believe that finding Takashi Kawana would be difficult and convoluted, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Turns out his kendo dojo was well regarded as a popular training spot for a few national champions and several of the city's police officers. The latter made me nervous. The information I was asking for was sensitive. I didn't want the word of my investigation finding its way back to HQ. A few misfired questions could result in officers knocking on my door. Or worse, Yukimura himself calling me up. I had to be cautious. Alright. Hello, Mr. Wizard. How you doing, sir? I hope you are well. Okay. Inside is a traditional tea shop. Doesn't look like anyone's been there recently. That's the other dude. I forgot his name, but that's the other guy who's like of the higher power. You're gonna have to forgive me. It's unfortunate since last played, so I may have to remind myself of some of the characters' names. Nah, totally forgot which voice I gave this guy my last playthrough, so we're just gonna go with no voice. Hello there. Would you be interested in buying some of the finest takoyaki in Tokyo? This isn't the cheap stuff you buy at a food stand at the festival. They will make you question everything you know about octopus in ball form. Who can say no to that sales pitch? Sure, I'll take some. Okay. Tourists, most likely. I can hear them speaking English. Ugh, my English isn't great, so I doubt they'll be of much help. Forgive me. But I wonder what they're talking about. Hello there. Is there something we can help you with? Huh? I don't speak Wait, Japanese? Your Japanese is perfect. Since I'm a college professor, I'd probably be out of a job if it wasn't. I'm no college professor, but I work for a Japanese software company, so I'd be in a bit of trouble too. Hmm? Don't look at me, I just live here. Well, not in Tokyo, in the suburbs. Whoa. I think you guys might speak Japanese better than I do. I mean, sorry, I never would have thought. Would you prefer to speak in English instead? No! I mean, no, please. Japanese is fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to be nosy. I guess I don't see people wearing yukata this late in the year. Is there a festival or something? No. We got yukata after a while. Guess it makes us stand out more than we already do, huh? Don't knock tradition, Tony. Admittedly, my legs are a little cold, though. You guys come here every year? You must know the area pretty well by now. I'm looking for a kendo dojo where Takashi Kawana works. It should be in this area. Kawana. Why does that name seem so familiar? Oh, right. He's the kendo instructor at the dojo right behind us. People say he's some kind of prodigy. I wouldn't be surprised if he became a master in time. Supposedly he's very particular about who he trains. I guess he doesn't want to waste his time with people who aren't serious. Makes sense when you think about it. With how good he is, he must get a ton of wannabe kendo masters coming to him. Seems like he trains a lot of police, too. In the time that we've been standing here, we've seen a few go in and out. All that, I think he's still in his 20s. For someone so young, he must be under a lot of pressure. No kidding. I've heard a lot of, oh my god. Let me start over. No kidding. I've heard talk of interdepartmental kendo tournament. It's become a matter of pride for different regional departments. I wish my work had martial arts competitions between departments. Nothing would work out the unspoken tension between me and my boss, like a good old smack to the jawline. Police fighting each other, huh? Must be pretty brutal. I mean, I guess police in Japan don't really have to use force all that much, though. I think so much about the dojo. I mean, I live in Shinagawa, and I don't know anything specific about it. You see, it says it all right here on the dojo's flyer. He was out here about 10 minutes before you came, handing them out. Kind of seemed a little pricky. Oh. I admit, it would have been much cooler if we had known all that off the top of our heads. But we're glad we were able to help you, regardless. It makes me feel a little silly to learn more about him from a flyer. Considering you trained so many police, I'm surprised I never heard of him until now. Are you associated with the police somehow? Who, me? No, of course not. I'm an investigator, see? Like, private detective. Listen, if anyone comes by asking about a female detective, just, sorry. Right? Exactly. I appreciate it. Anyway, I should get going. Sorry to bother you. Thanks for the information, guys. Our pleasure. Good luck at the dojo. Let us know if you learn any kendo tricks. The men in the department always puffed out their chests when they talked about the kendo competitions, like it was going to impress me or something. Never paid much attention to it. Still, it's strange that someone related, however faintly, to the mask has yet another tie to my old life. Takashi Kamada sounds like an interesting guy, but very serious and not keen on strangers. At least I didn't have to use any English. That would have been a disaster. Alrighty. Oh. That was weird, I couldn't move for a second. Anything else? I don't think so. Okay, let's go. This looks like the dojo I was looking for. It is very traditional aesthetic. Okay, let's head on in. Who are you? I'm a friend of Mai's. You're a friend of my sister's? You expect me to believe that? A little old, don't you think? Gee, thanks. I was almost got her killed. And to be your friend to no doubt get something from me. Don't look so shocked. Your little deception was easy to read, that's all. After your idiocy in Kamakura, I heard Mai crying over the phone every night for a month. Don't bother her anymore. Now get out of here. Before I or one of your fellow officers has to throw you out. Well, that didn't go well. Maybe Mai will know how to soften her brother up. Yeah. Sorry, my pup's getting a little chatty. Miss, I can see the glint in your eye that tells me you have a hunger. A hunger for a second order of my nationwide famous takoyaki. Who, me? Well, why wouldn't I? It was amazing. Yep. The struggle is real. You think I don't sit here with my options and not want a little taste? Oh, of course I do. They're delicious. But the extra time and effort means I don't have so many on hand and have to limit myself to one order per customer. But I'm your only customer. Come on, just one more taste. Sorry, no can do. There's a reason I set up in a quiet spot like this. Otherwise I'd set it out in minutes. Well, let me know if you change your mind. Oh, anything new there? No. Nope, okay. Alright, then we have to go back to the shrine. Yep. Okay. Takoyaki seems gross. Okay. I suppose we'll save here? Okay. That'll work. Takoyaki, uh, takoyaki seems gross. I don't know. I love calamari. So I don't know if that would make me like it or not. But I'd be willing to try it. I'm a huge seafood guy. Go away, no visitors. There. Go to shrine. Oh, you don't like seafood? Oh, that just hurts my soul. I'm a huge fisherman, so I would say, yeah, maybe a third of my protein is fish that I catch myself. I think I've managed to find your brother. He didn't exactly seem happy to see me. Yep, you found my big brother, all right. He's been productive. Jesus Christ. Do I have dyslexia? I'm starting to wonder. Yep, you found my big brother, all right. He's been protective of me ever since we were little. I know I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he'll tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? Uh, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family has been acting so strangely. Even my own brother is keeping me in the dark. I'm sick of it. Sure, I'll come with you, Ito. If I went alone, he'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way. But if you're there, I'm sure he'll tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything else. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better, Mai. No. No more stupid little Mai. I'd rather be hurt and aware than happy and ignorant. But before we go, let's check on Grandma. These days, if she doesn't know where I am, it can really set her off. All right. We'll make a quick stop at the house. Thanks, Mai. Oh. A dead crow lies in the middle of the street. The small body is in a bad state of decay. It's covered in dried blood. The maggots have begun eating its remains. All right. Knock, knock. Hey, hope you're well. And Wizard eats land critters. Nothing wrong with that. But come on, steak and bacon is a good combo. You could have both. You could have both sea and land critters together. Wait. Huh? What's wrong? I can't explain why, but I'd better go in alone. Alone? To talk to Grandma? Why? It's okay. I'll tell her you're safe. Please. Okay, if you say so. I'll wait here. I said no visitors. Leave me alone. Why are you standing there? What do you want? Why was the mask calling my name? You're the one from before. All those months ago. Why didn't I recognize you? It feels like a lifetime ago. That day. You said it was calling my name over and over. Why? I'd never heard anything like it before. Even when you were searching for Emiko, sorry. That's right. You know that as well? For now. Though I have a feeling this memory will slip away like sand through my fingers as soon as I leave. I can't tell if I'm figuring something out or going crazy. So it was true after I saw it too. A memory of a time past. Or maybe one that hasn't happened yet. I don't know what to call it. Well, you know about Emiko. And all I'd done to try and save her. You took Mai with you. In my time with the mask, nothing ever happened like that before. Something profound is happening. Something that concerns all of us. How do I make it stop? I cannot tell you why the Divine chose you, but sometimes the only way forward is to submit. What is that? Every time I try to do what it wants, I get more confused. What if repeating this over and over is what it wants? Only time will tell. Please, leave Mai out of this. She deserves a chance at a normal life. I can't. She has to help me. It's the only way. Because Mai always comes with me. That never changes. I'm sorry. Ito, are you alright? What were you and Grandma talking about? I don't remember. What? Don't remember? I mean, it was nothing important. I told her you needed to go visit your brother. And she agreed? Wow, I can't believe that worked. Let's get going. Excuse me. Whoa, whoa, where do you think you're going? Maya and I are leaving. What of it? Oh, well, you can't. I got a call from Maya's grandmother, and she says she's having health issues, so she has to stay. I, didn't ask what they were. Wouldn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again. But it must be pretty bad if she called. Maya's an adult. Her grandmother can't keep her there. Let's go. No, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere. Okay. If I remember correctly, we're trying to keep sane and not kill our professionalism as much as possible. So we're gonna go dangle the crow in front of him. But for this playthrough, like I said, we instead of destroying the mask, this time we will go and grab. We will confront. We will go to the sewers and confront. Oh my gosh, what's her face? The idol. Oh my god. Ugh. Good thing I'm wearing gloves. This is better work. All right, let's see here. Oh, but God, I told you how I don't like I about the blood and thing, you see, the gerbs and... Okay, I'm dizzy. I'm a little dizzy. Just gonna... Oh dear, did he just faint? Sure looks like it. He'll be fine. Let's get a move on. Alrighty. No, he's not going to sell me any more octopus balls. Okay. Let's do this. Mai, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that, Takashi. It was my idea. I asked her to go talk to you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got you killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Surely if you needed to talk to me, you could have come yourself. No, if I came alone, you'd just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see. See? What are you talking about? Where did you get that? Know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, no, this isn't about Ito. Mai, I understand that you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, that mask has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth out of our family's past from you. The past? Does this have to do with Mom and Dad? Yes, and so much more. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called Kamankai, of which our parents were members. A cult? You're kidding. How'd your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. It was a group led by a guru named Tokima. Oh my god. It was a group. Let me read. It was a group led by a guru named Tokimasa, who promised a simple life away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Not gonna lie, that on its own has already got my ears pricked up. Like, away from the poison of city life, tell me more. Our parents both had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and careers to follow this mystic and live at a compound. The Kamankai was one of many such groups back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but when I think about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and Mai through, it's unforgivable. The mask was at the compound, but why they had it or what they believed it could do, I don't know. Do you think there are any members of the Kamankai left who would know? No. You see, there are no surviving members. They died. All of them. Including our parents. I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room where we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms and me trailing behind. Once we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn about how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak about it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it wasn't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring what happened couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they ever cared about what might happen to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Kamenkai than I did studying. I thought if I could understand why my parents willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace. Mom and Dad died while part call? I don't believe it. It's true. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide away my feelings as well. I think for Grandma it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession of the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret. There's no way we could live normal lives with the stigma of the Kamenkai attached to us. I suppose keeping that secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing kendo gave me another measure of control over my life again. But Grandma had made a choice to leave her only daughter behind. She always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. She started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she'd come home, she would have a rotten stink on her clothes. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers holding nothing but the mask. The same one from the cult compound all those years before, and the one you hold now. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from the past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura, sorry. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air. Or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me feel uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Wait, Grandma's looking for Mom? In the sewers? I don't remember any of this. You were in the dorms at the school at the time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insisted on you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag you into the madness of our past. We parted ways without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time that you returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is it that you're looking for? Surely our family's history isn't of use to you. I assume you've heard about what happened to my partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seemed like a nice person. No, Mai. You've helped plenty, but I have to do this on my own. Ito is right. I apologize for not telling you all this sooner, but you can't get involved in something so dangerous. I already thought I lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now. Oh, alright. Thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things you do, but we're still a family. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for your help, Mai. You're right, Mai. I'll come visit you soon. It looks like she's gone. Mai is not here, so there's no need to be coy. No doubt possessing that mask has taken its toll on you. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams and I saw things I never would have imagined on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Maya again, but makes me a hypocrite. All I know is that I don't want her getting hurt. Like you said, I don't believe that mask is simply wood and paint. Though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did. Except for one man. On the street, there's an old tea shop. Perhaps you saw it on your way in? An old historian named Yasuhisa is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I had said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he might be the best person to ask. I never pursue the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally about other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information. Hopefully he can shed some light on what it really is. I hope so. But please, detective, be careful. All right. Still want to get my. I still want to get my sanity up. Let's enter the tea shop. Okay. I had other concerns. It seemed so convenient that the answer to all my problems was so close by that I didn't question it. There's only one way you can know all that you do. You were there. I suppose one might consider me part of the corruption the Common Kai were trying so hard to contain. A being that slipped into your world from the other side. Kami? I doubt that term would be appropriate anymore. I had no reason to lie. Admittedly, I left out a key moment from that story. The ending. Chikako Shinji... Chikako Shichijo. Chikako Shichijo. Chikako Shichijo. And hello, sir. I think over time she grew to love and hate her own kind in equal fashion. Hey, hush. Listen to me rambling away again. Why'd she remain the master bearer if she hated humanity so much? Hey! That's enough. Sorry about my pup. Sorry. What were the Kamen Kai really so desperate to protect us from? You told me before that it was to prevent men from abusing a divine power, but now it sounds like it was the other way around, like she was trying to stop something. To stand vigil at the doors, to be neither human nor God, to stop both from interfering with one or another. Mankind stops at nothing to conquer the world, and the world wants nothing more than to restore the balance mankind has disrupted. Sounds like a battle that can't be won, to me. I don't think winning is the goal. Don't you see how much potential mankind has? If it would just let go of its ephemeral desires and need for conquest? If you're asking me, my years in the force taught me that mankind has a long way to go. So what happened to her? At some point, she stopped being the mask bearer, right? A story for another time. First, there's something you must do for me. Or have you forgotten? Do? Yeah, I remember. You mean the magazine you had me get the first time I was here? Why? What's the point of doing it if I already know the outcome? Because that is how our conversation continues. I'll be back soon. Alright, I believe we're going to, what was it, Shibuya? Oh, well, crap, forgot the name of it. Wait a minute. Oh, I gotta exit here, right? Oh, where's my exit? Oh, do I go back into the... Oh, was the dojo guy have the magazine? I doubt Takashi would even let me back in the building unless I had a good reason to come in. Okay. Oh, okay. Build tea shop next door? Isn't that place closed down? Closed? That can't be right. What else do you know about it? Pure conjecture on this one. But I think it might be owned by the kendo instructor from the dojo down the street on account of him being the only one I ever see in there. You might not believe me, but I swear I saw him in there chatting away to himself. He might be a little nuts. And again, might be some super awesome kendo meditation technique. Oh man, why did I think of that before? Next time, I ask him for some pointers instead of spying on him, eh? Word through the grapevine is that he's a regional champion or something that has trained with some of the best. Lots of cops train with him too, so he must be good. Maybe he's not so crazy after all. Speaking of which, I have a bit of a crazy question for you. I know you said it was closed, but do you know anything about a book taken from there, maybe recently? I was led to believe you would. Oh. I am, oh, jeez. Go on. Like I said, the place has been empty for years, but, you know, I spent a lot of time outside and half the time the door's wide open. So one day, a few months back, I decided to take a look around. Nothing suspicious or nothing. I was just curious is all. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was all dusty and old, and there was all sorts of weird stuff lying around. So I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't super old or nothing, so I figured no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can get deep in the dumps sometimes, so I try to be on standby for when that happens, you know? So I figured a little gift would cheer him up. And back then he was going through some particularly tough times. His brother had left him and taken her kid daughter with her. He still doesn't talk about it, like Tyler or something. Whoops. Got off track, I guess. There was someone out there trying to do something nice for him, you know? I think it helped for a minute, anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he was at that toxic little bar. I hope he's okay. He's got issues, but he's been a little bit at work. He hasn't been answering my phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's bitch had the brilliant idea to put his skill to work in a cheap part of town. Despite that, he's holding it with everything he's got. The place is slowly but he won't let it go. All he has to do is sign some papers and move on, but he can't. Something about it has its claws deep into him. I've been trying to get him to join me in my business for years. He's a great chef. It would make a killing. Maybe it's not the same as owning a whole bar, but serving passerby and getting some sunshine is good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad here. Much better than wasting away in Shinjuku at any rate. Shinjuku? Yeah, in a slimy little side street. Anyway, if that book's important to you, he's probably still got it at his place. You want the address? Wait, I knew you looked familiar. Your brother's Daiso, right? You know him? Small world. It was probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Tell him his brother Haruto says hi. While you're at it, tell him takoyaki stands are still the future of cuisine, and to get his butt over here. I'll do that. Thanks for all your help. Alright, now I can leave, right? Yes, there we go. Okay. Let's go to Shinjuku and get the book. It's this one, right? I believe so. Ayayami. How can I help you today? Hey, Daiso. How are things? Oh, you know, same old, same old. Funny thing, I met your brother while I was in Asakusa today. Huh? Haruto? You met Haruto? What are the chances? Who knows? Maybe it was preordained. Huh. Who would have thought? So is he still selling takoyaki at his stand? Did he say anything? He is. He said to remind you that takoyaki stands for the future of cuisine. They should go and help him. Yeah, you talked to Haruto, all right. Anyways, always the optimist, that guy. I actually have a favor to ask you. Do you still have the book your brother gave you a few months ago? The only thing that guy gives me is headaches. Not sure if I can help you, Ayami. He said he gave it to you when you were in the hospital. Oh, what makes you think I was in the hospital? I don't even go to the hospital for checkups. Besides, that dolt's bringing me stuff all the time. Always trying to drag me kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener. This would have been more recently. After a rough patch. Maybe it was stupid to come and ask. Oh, no, it's fine. That idiot. Always running his mouth. Friggin' traitor. Those were just some, hard times. Nothing serious. I was just, drank too much is all. I'm sorry, Detective, but I don't want to talk about it. Alright, understood. I'm here to dig up bad memories, Daiso. Thanks. You said you were looking for a book, right? Truth is, I don't remember a book. I do remember Haruto giving me an old magazine, though, back in the hospital. It was one of the ones I used to read when I was younger, when things weren't quite so complicated. Wait here a second. I might have it in the storeroom still. Dang it. Sorry, Yami. Hold on a sec. Amazing how much junk accumulates over the years. Maybe I should throw some of this old stuff out, eh? Here it is. It's yours, Detective. Hey, no wonder I recognized that photo you brought by. It's the same girl. An idol named Ruby. Reina. No, Ruby. See? It says right here on the cover. Pretty crazy that it was still in my shop. Guess that means you're still looking for her. Wonder why we keep running into each other. Must be fate. I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose. If you say so, Daiso. Do you mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. About time I started getting rid of some of my old junk. Thank you. See you around, Ayami. Take care, Daizo. All right. Hey, Synth, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Let us go. All right. Here we are. I got your magazine. Welcome back, Detective. Reina, the last mask bearer. Poor thing. She had no idea what was being done to her. Nor did the new Kamenkai led by Takamasa know what they had done. Not truly. You promised me an end to the story. Well, let's hear it. Yes, it's not a happy one, I'm afraid. After a time, Shichi began to forget herself. The immortality of the mask separated her from her memories of being human. The beings she was tasked to protect seemed increasingly alien to her. Constantly bombarded with the whispers of her dead brethren, as well as the kami, whose words she could not possibly understand, she went mad. Her hatred and sorrow turned to bloodlust, sacrificing new souls to sustain the mask in the dark for a while longer. The girl I knew eroded away. She became a monster. The last spark of her humanity only emerged in her final act. One day, in order to destroy herself, she donned the mask and entered the door. There was only a brief window afterwards for the mask to gain a new master and retain control of the dark. But there was no one. The dark no longer had a master, and so it began to feed on the hatred of mankind, leaking back into our world in return. By the time Takemasa found the mask, strange creatures had begun to manifest. The energy had been mixing with that of this world, and something has been born. It's been growing in the dark. Not a kami or a man, but something new. Though Reina's binding to the mask has slowed its growth, she lacks the will to resist what is coming. Of that I'm certain. It isn't the ending to Shichijo's story that you promised me, is it? It's my own. You knew. You always knew. From the moment I set foot in here, you knew what was in store for me. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As I said, it's not a happy ending. You expect me to accept that? To abandon everything and become some scarecrow in the dark? You've seen now what the dark is and what it's capable of. Imagine that darkness spreading throughout the world, corrupting all it touches. Only you can stop it. But it is a choice. I cannot force you. The collector said resisting was the only way to stay human and free. It's true. Going against the flow may grant you a measure of peace, but it will not make you free. What awaits you already has come to pass. Eventually, you will accept it. But at least for now, the choice is yours. Ooh, okay. Let's continue to our destiny, I guess? If I keep running, I'll only end up coming back here, choosing to forget over and over until I finally submit. I'm sorry. I wish there was another way. Reina must be led to the door and unbound from the mask. Then you must perform the ritual before the dark awakens. Nope, we will not be performing the ritual. We shall enter the sewers and confront Reyna. That's all it takes, huh? And I'll have control of it. Hey, Copper. Whoop. Come here, girl. Sorry, she's chewing on something. You'll have the power to save us all. I don't know anything about a ritual. Eventually, you will come upon the Kamenkai's compound again. When you do, you will find the materials Tomimasa used, and all will be made clear. I was there. Part of me has been there. How could I have missed something like that? Because your understanding of the dark was of Reyna alone, and thus they were obscured from your sight. You could tell me yourself. There are rules, believe it or not. No, the choice must be yours and yours alone. Are you all right, child? Why me? A question asked by many throughout the ages, and a question that has no answer. I hope to see you again, Ayami Hiro. Sitting there comfortably, the historian Yasuhisa casually laid out everything I've Wait. Okay, I think that they missed a word there. Okay. Sitting there comfortably, the historian Yasuhisa casually laid out everything I've been experiencing like he was reading it out of a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups, and a door to the spiritual realm. It sounds like a myth. An interesting story told to travelers in a bygone era. It's hard to believe it relates to Kazuki and Reyna. I can't understand it. The bridge between the Kamakura samurai and a young girl. He said Reyna fit into the story. She's a mask bearer. But how? Yasuhisa, the collector? I thought when I had met them, I'd entered their world and could start to understand, however faintly, what was going on. But my intuition as a detective tells me they're hiding something from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyway? How long have I been chasing these leads? Day turns into night, the hours bleed into each other. Even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. Ugh, my head. Maybe I should take my medication? Impossible though it seems, following the old man's hunch is my best bet to finally understand the mask. Even Takashi didn't know what happened to the Kamenkai. Finding the police report is the way forward. A few weeks ago, it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull a file. It'll be a bit more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst that can happen? I should head to HQ and see what I can find. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can go take the medication and then, I have to go to police HQ, okay. I think the last time I went here, I pulled the gun on the guy, which, I think deservedly so. But this time I'm going to be very chill, because we want to be sane when we go into the sewers. That's my plan. And Synth says, the curse of immortality. Yes, the dreaded curse of immortality. I don't know, if I had the choice to live forever, I think I would take it. Though, we do know that the Earth is finite, so I do wonder, how scary it would be to be immortal and then face the end of the world. That might be pretty scary. Okay. Let's go to HQ. Oh, God, yep. Tyra was a piece of shit. Oh, shit. You've got to be kidding me. Funny. Me and some other guys were just talking about you today. Specifically, we're taking bets as to how long it would have been before you showed your face again. Shame. You're coming in here with, now it cost me 10,000 yen. Not that it matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. Dick. I won the last department kendo tournament and I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah, thanks for the new office, by the way. Anyway, non-active duty cops, or you in other words, aren't allowed in HQ right now. So what do you want? Not going to give him ammunition. I need a favor. We lost our shit last time. We won't do it this time. Oh man, this just gets better and better. Begging me for a favor, huh? Kind of figured you might someday. So, what do you want me to do, Ito? Sneak in the evidence locker? Steal your gun back for you. Like I'd do anything for you. The brass have already told everyone in the damn station to steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck for people's careers. Well, myself excluded, I suppose. Wouldn't expect anyone to do you any favors on out if we were you. If I were you, God, forgive my horrible reading skills. And I'd rather not people see us talking and think we're all friendly or something. Now get out, before I have to call someone down here. Huh. I would have thought that the front desk girl would have helped us out. I guess not. Why are we going back to Asakusa? Okay. Okay. I'm wondering what. Oh, okay, so he wanted the dojo club, so maybe we'll get Takashi to convince him to let us in or something. Here, let's see. See where this goes. I'm surprised to see you back. How can I help you, detective? The historian, what is he? I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. You were right. He knew about the common Kai and the mask. Takashi, what is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Ito, are you alright? He's just an old man. What else would he be? No, Takashi, you must have noticed. There's something off about him. Like the collector, but no, not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric and too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer some advice. What you're feeling right now, it's not him. It's you. The more time I spent researching the common Kai in the past, the more I began to feel like the world had gone mad. But it hadn't. It continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who became unhinged. You could always walk away, Detective Ito. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. I was told your dojo trains a lot of police. That's right. I train many of them personally. Do you know Akira Taira, a detective from Tokyo HQ? Yes. Okay. So that. Yes. Detective Taira. I know him quite well. A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts. Martial arts. Syntho State. Yeah, if you were totally immortal, not just non-aging, that'd be horrific. Everything's dead. The sun goes, etc., and you're just there for eternity. Yeah, to me that terrifies me. But might it be worth it to experience an entirety of existence on Earth? Who knows? A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts. Though the talent is offset somewhat by his, how to put it, brash personality. Brash is a very diplomatic way of putting it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Tyra's just about the only usable link I've got left in this police force, and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train with him all the time, I was hoping you might, know something that would change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you blackmail Tyra? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you do that, I also happen to think it wouldn't work. You might be surprised to hear this, but Detective Tyra actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excesses are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not among his fellow officers. I hear he's engaged to be married soon as well. Someone actually agreed to marry that slime? Ugh. That poor girl. Yes, a very nice girl. Apparently they're quite happy together. Oh yeah? We'll see how that lasts. May I ask what exactly Tyra did to you to make you feel so strongly about him? Did to me? You should be asking him that. Ever since I started, he's looked down at me and never missed a chance to remind me how he felt. I ignored him because I figured it would. I worked hard enough and earned my promotion. It would shut him up once and for all. You eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, he didn't shut up like you thought. No, he got worse. It started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ. And then there was various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I'd won. It's all fallen apart now though, huh? He got my old job, and every time I see him, he's got some smug grin on his stupid face like he's mocking me. So you hate the fact that, at least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. Tyra's not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve the promotion I got. But it stung a little extra when he ended up on my desk. Yes, I thought as much. You're not saying you think that brown-nosed, sexist, lazing, good-for-nothing asshole actually deserves my spot, are you? And also, for anybody who is just joining in, no, that term sexist does legitimately apply to that asshole. Anyways, no, I the inner workings of the police force, but from what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be the first time an officer didn't earn their promotion, honestly. Often, I watch my students spar, and I noticed an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcomes of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral at the end of this story? Patience, you know. You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they've decided the outcome. Students rank each other in themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they even enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, while a student who's resigned himself to defeat desperately defends. It's not skill or merit that wins the battle, it's expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. You're saying that unless I can break Tyra's perception of me, I'll keep losing, right? Exactly. For a man like Tyra who expects certain things of women, you've defied him at every turn. But if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough to let me win this fight. Sound about right? Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Sake. It's a gift. Wow, that's so flattering. I barely even know you. I suppose in order to degrade myself in front of scum like Tyra, I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Tyra. Oh, and here I was thinking you were being nice. This is a very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's Tyra's favorite. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A gift for his promotion. A promotion he stole. A promotion into my position. Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike at his heart until he drops his guard, after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know the type of woman he likes. Much as it pains me to admit, that might work. Thanks for the sake. No. Oh, that'd be an asshole move to be given this to use as a tool, and then just down it right in front of him. We're not gonna do that, though. When I do my asshole playthrough of this game, I think I will. Let's see here. Synth. I have a vampire character who accepts that bargain, having faith that it's not really forever and not inherently evil. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And dragon uses turn undead on your vampire. That shit won't work on me. All right, let's go back to HQ then. And this is all new, that because I did not go this route last time. I had pulled the gun on him last time. Oh boy. I would actually love to pull the gun on him. Like, really, I would like to pull the gun on him, but in this case, like I said, we're trying to remain calm during this playthrough. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm sorry. That's it, Ito. I've heard enough of your... Wait, what? You heard right, Tyra. I'm sorry. You're a good detective, and I never did congratulate you on your promotion. Here. This is for you. I get it. So you think that bribing me's gonna work, huh? Kenomichi. Is that a bottle of Kenomichi? No way. It sells out in weeks. Even my family really managed to get a bottle, and they knew that people ask, how'd you get it? That's unimportant. Consider an apology for how I've treated you in the past. I think I threw up a little bit in my mouth just saying that. I present this to you as a way to formally hand you over my old position. It's clearly in better hands now. But... you feel like a jackass, Tyra. Oh my god, this is just such a sad looking Ayami. Holy shit. Oh god, so sad. This is, yeah, she looks very deflated. Ito, get up, will ya? Ito, it's fine. Just get up already. Okay, okay, accept your apology. Hell, didn't know you felt that way. I mean, in light of recent events and all, it's long overdue. Guess with all the stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. Glad you finally learned how to manage your emotions appropriately. Oh, fuck you. Thank you for your kind words, Detective Tyra. Once I return to the department, I know I'll have much to learn from you. Hey, it's just a little early for that kind of talk, don't you think? We don't even know they'll let you back on the force after the hearing. Yes, I suppose you're right, Detective. I shouldn't have spoken so brashly. Again. Oh god, she is really hamming this up. Ito, stop that, please. I always thought you'd be a better cop if you listened to your fellow detectives a bit more. Suppose there's a lot you have to learn from me, eh? I know you're right, Detective Tyra. I was so brash before. That's probably how I ended up here. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping this by, Ito. To tell you the truth, it's been a tough time for all of us. It's better to stick together. We're all on the same team, after all, right? Maybe once you're back, you and you can partner up. One can only hope I'll be so lucky. Right, right. Look, I gotta get back to my office. You need anything else? Well, I was thinking, but... Oh no, I couldn't possibly bother you. You're so busy. Hmm? It's fine, I can handle it. Go on. Well, I know I shouldn't, but I've been doing a little research in an unofficial capacity, you know. I was wondering if you could pull a file for me. You know, I can't give you access to that system. You're suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulations, and I guess if you stay on that side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you. Don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the Kenomichi. Oh, thank you, but Tyra, or Detective Tyra, I wouldn't want to impose on your busy schedule. Again? Stand up! Saki, I'm going back to my office. Look up the file Ito wants. Log the search query to my name. Got it? Yes, sir, of course. I'll be in my new office all afternoon, so direct all calls there. Oh, clear? Yes, sir. I think he's gone. Damn, Yami. I mean, I've twisted some guys around my finger before, but that was something else. Don't think it'll take long to get your office back if you keep up working like that, working that magic. Ayami, listen to me very closely. It's very, very important you teach me how to do that for professional purposes. I think you're all right on your own, Saki. Oh, fine. Be that way. Anyway, you've got Tyra's sign-off. What do you want me to look up for you? On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Kamankai. I'd like the official report, plus anything else you can find on it. Wow, that's some very heavy reading material. Boss. Doesn't seem like there's much to go on here. Looks like there's only one file. Righto! I'll put it on USB for you so you can take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. Here you go. Thanks, Saki. I owe you one. You owe me more than one, Ayami. See you around. All right. I got that achievement for going the different route that time. So, let's go. We are very professional. Still want to get my sanity up. Okay, so we can't go through the apartment. Good. Let's take our medicine and get that sanity up. No! Aw, it won't let me take my medicine. That sucks. Okay, I guess it's not letting me go to the other things. We'll look at the laptop, I guess. What the hell? Okay. Something doesn't smell right. There's a radon compound, and all that's left is this lone debriefing? Doesn't add up. Not to mention so much of what is here is redacted. Officers arriving at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including Takimasa and Mai's parents. Where are the details about how they died? Not to mention the report itself was filed almost a week after the raid, so why aren't there any autopsy reports? It says here 2 children and 1 adult are believed missing. That must be Mai, Takashi, and their grandmother. This means Takashi was telling the truth after all. So many people have been hiding information from me. It's almost a relief. Still, for such a short report, it raises a whole lot of questions. The list of the dead, their causes of death, if there were other survivors, what else they found, it's all lost. Even the location of the compound has been classified. All I know is the mask was found in the middle of a pile of dead bodies. What the hell happened here? Why was it covered up? The report is unclear, but it's obvious the mask had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths. A young girl's suicide in Shinjuku made me aware of the dark. I know that an ancient mask can be at a door that might be the key to getting Kazuki back. Learning about those 2 facets of the mystery is supposed to be enough to show the way to the dark. But even though I can feel the dark, something is still wrong. A piece is still missing. My gut tells me the missing information I need has to do with what happened to the Kamenkai. I have to make the Kawano woman talk. She's the only one alive who could tell me what happened that night. God, there we go. Let's look at this. This is the first commendation I received as a detective. Kazuki held on to it for a long time. I think he cared about it more than I did. That day, the ground around the sakura trees was covered with fallen leaves. They looked like red and yellow carpet. As theatrically as he'd always done, I pulled a medal out of the tree hollow and showed it to him. Oh God, here we go. I hope I don't get sad in the feels. Behold, a commendation given to the young junior detective who cracked that homicide case. Wow, a commendation. You only just started. That's amazing. Here, take it. It's yours. Huh? Why are you giving it to me? Don't you want it? It's a big deal to get something like this. I wouldn't have even been put on the case if it wasn't for your advice. I smiled and turned the other way, just like you said. At first it was unbearable, but then that confidence started to become real. Suddenly I wasn't thinking about how hard I had it. I was able to think about the case and do what I was supposed to do. All because of a smile. What'd I tell you? Smiles can be just as effective as making you a better detective as a good bowl of ramen. Yeah, maybe. But I mean it. I want you to have it. It's all thanks to you, Mr. Tanaka, sorry. Thanks, Ayami. We looked at each other and then laughed out loud, like we always did. From that day forward, he asked me to call him Kazuki. I always loved the sound of his name. Not that it's a special name, or has any special meaning, but when I said it, I felt I'd earned it somehow. Hell, I don't even remember what case I got this medal for. It hardly matters. It's a reminder of how Kazuki and I got to where we are. Okay. Oh! Now we can look at the painting too. Interesting. Kazuki and I in the spring. We always did love watching the cherry blossoms every year. We looked so happy then, with all those beautiful flowers there, like the world was made for us alone. Weirdly enough, the person who took this picture was the same boss who'd resisted my promotion in my early days as a detective. 1 year after I joined the force, he started giving me harder and harder cases. It started as a test, but soon it was obvious he'd recognized my skill. When he found out I was dating another detective, I thought all my hard work would be undone. Instead, he sighed and said, "Well, for someone as strong-willed and stubborn as you are, you sure picked the right guy." He just bought a new camera and wanted to show it off, so he offered to take our picture. Hear that? Stubborn and strong-willed. It's like you're a grade school bully. Hey, that's not fair. Although it was pretty tough then. You still are. We're a pretty unstoppable team, you and I. Together. Kazuki. As the memories came back to me, so did the sorrow and the pain of his loss. I fell to my knees and cried. I couldn't help it. Stop. Hey, stop. Stop! Hey, come here! I begged whoever would listen to let him be alive somehow. Kazuki, everything you gave me is so full of memories. Now that you're gone, they feel tainted. When I see them, I don't smile like I used to. Kazuki, where are you? Okay, take the pill. The pills the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. Count on him to pester me about my health even when he's gone. I hate these pills, but I'll keep taking them, for your sake. The doctor said if I keep taking my medication, things will get better. Okay. Alright. We're getting there with our sanity. Doesn't matter how many of these things I take, the world doesn't make any more sense. Okay. I'm gonna... Can I... 1 second. I'm scared that taking too many pills could. I'm scared that taking too many pills could kill me, but Alright, we're gonna roll the dice here. Visions, hallucinations. They told me they would stop, but they're still there. I can't concentrate. Alright, one more, just to... What am I doing? None of it matters, nothing changes. Okay. By her saying that, I wonder if I were to keep taking them, if that would... That's something somebody says when they're getting close to wanting to off themselves. I wonder if you can kill her by taking too many of those pills. Yikes. Alright, well, we are in the neutral zone for sanity. About time. Alright. So we're going to go to Kamankura. And I think that we're going to wrap it up for tonight. So. Alrighty. Let's see here. Alrighty, yep. We are going to wrap it up here, and I shall continue this playthrough some other time. I'm so happy that that the Elgato was cooperating with me today. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to stream again, but I'll make the announcement when I can. And we are hopefully approaching the good bits, especially when we go to the compound. That's when it gets really, really horrorlicious there. Horrorlicious. I'm not sure what word I was trying to come up with there, but so yeah, I hope that everybody had fun tuning in, and hopefully we can get it. We can get to the more exciting stuff in this next bit. So yeah, thanks for everybody. Thanks everybody for coming, and I'll send out some links when I'm going to continue it again. So I hope that everybody is doing well. I hope that your life's staying peaceful and you're staying happy. And I will see you all next time. Take care.